So you guys do the video through Roll20 and not Discord?
Yeah, we do the video through Roll20 and then chat through Discord.
Okay. Gonna have to create another camera so that I can.
All right, everybody. So, first off, shameless plug. Um, this one's probably going to be uploaded directly to our YouTube channel on Dungeon Oasis streams. So if you're catching it there, you can always come watch us play live at twitch.tv/Dungeon Oasis. And of course, you can try and come play with us at our Discord. So it would be awesome sauce, and we'd love to have you. So, where we left off last was you guys fought Marath and had. Oh crap, Otto! I gotta set your character up still.
Ooh.
I just remembered that. Shoot me a picture real quick.
Technical difficulties.
Nah, that's cool. I can do it while
not
I talk.
difficulties.
Yeah, I can do it really quite fast. Just shoot me a picture in either the chat or PM it to me.
Yeah, I have a token already.
Perfect. Oh, also, have you gotten the rundown from Darth about this place yet?
A little bit.
All
Just that
right.
I could remember.
Yeah, I talked about it kind of being an influx of like the multiverse where a lot of things kind of come together here. And so people come from all over the place. And a little bit how we had the underground or the underwater mission and the temple. And but yeah, not much more than that.
All right, perfect. So, kind of how I've been running it is that everybody at some point in time, unless they were born here, just showed up here. They like there is no like in between on that. Like nobody like grew up here and like is like has an ancient ancestor from thousands of years back that just was here originally. Even the founder of the main city just showed up here one day and started building because they're like, what the fuck else am I gonna do? So, kind of like going off of that, why don't you give me a little bit of backstory? Let me know what's up with what's his name here, Nikomo.
Yeah,
Nikomo. Okay, Nikomo Casca.
He's actually based off of a book I'm listening to. A wandering merchant, kind of looking to possibly maybe start a company of wandering mercenaries. He likes his drink, likes to fight as long as the price is right.
All right, I can dig that.
And has found himself on more times where the price was right, but the circumstances weren't, so he dipped. So he's not completely trustworthy, even with the gold. But keeps trying to find that right way.
All right. And so, what about? Were you born here? Were you like just teleported here? What world was either your parents from, or were you from originally? Like, what's kind of your background?
At least I wouldn't say from here. Would have been transported here. Father would have been a soldier. Loyal to. I didn't go as far as picking a particular country that he was really from. Didn't know his mother very well. She died when he was young. Father, like I said, was a soldier and saw him be more patriotic than he thought he should be, and it ended up getting him killed. Want to say probably around when he was 16, maybe 17. So, and that's kind of why he didn't do the soldiering life, but did um, the fighting because that's what he basically grew up around his whole life.
All right, perfect. All right, your token is already in the setup. Can you see if you can move it there for me? Should be at the right here.
Indeed, I can.
Perfect. All right, so now I would say you guys probably met Niccolo recently, and he seemed like an interesting fellow, and he seemed to fit your ideals. And plus, you guys don't have any merchant connections other than the bosses of Alon, and as we know, they're all kind of already pre-corrupted by the current system that's in place. And you guys weren't really having that, and you probably picked him up like, "Hey, we just got a ship. We're about to start traveling around. Speaking of which, you guys got an airship. I will show it to you guys. This is your guys' current airship. Not the
Nice.
largest airship, but it is fast and it's durable. Um, it's a little bit flashy for most of your guys' liking, but it gets the job done. You guys have hired a captain as well, which I will let you guys look and could deliberate between each other and like post some pictures in chat to see what you want them to be, what era they're from, what multiverse they're from, and all that stuff. So I'll let you guys handle that because you guys hired them.
Sid
Um,
from Final Fantasy.
I was thinking the same.
yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. So what you guys have gotten a job for, which ironically, this is another job from the higher ups in um, the City of Dreams. And you guys have had quite a few successful missions for random factions and guilds throughout the city recently. You had a couple that have taken you down to the surface, which is why you guys needed to buy that airship. And this is yet another one down on the surface. You have been asked to go to a city called the Glimmer Spring, and it is on the edge of the Sand Sea. You were told that you should probably gain and gather either some really good desert clothing, as well as bring a very good stockpile of water, because the water in this city has stopped flowing, and it was one of the cities where one of the best clothiers in the land lives. And it is also where some of the more rare desert cactus and other desert plants and things were able to be grown. Like some passion fruit was there, and some other like rare dates and things like that were grown there. But now, since the water has dried up there, they barely have enough water to give water to their people. So the city's been closing down, and people have been moving away, and there's been a lot of deaths from thirst and dehydration. So you guys have been asked to go down there and figure it out a bit. I didn't make up the city because I'm not real good at map making or anything. So we're gonna do theater of the mind while we're in the city down there. As you can see with this other map, I didn't make this one because it looks pretty good. So yeah, so we're gonna go theater of the mind when we go there. So we'll just hang out on this screen for a little while longer, or we'll just go to this one here because fuck it, I like it. This is the this is where everybody that showed up here would have woken up, is in this
Yeah.
train station with this steampunky train going on. So you guys get on your airship and you fly down. As you're flying down away from the City of Dreams, you can see that it is attached to the ground by massive hulking chains. And the spot that you can see down below you where it actually came and lifted off, it's got a small lake in it. Like, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Crater Lake, but it looks kind of like Crater Lake, except without the mountain in the middle of it. But the waterfall that falls off the side falls into mist with rainbow patterns that goes off into the void. And then you go and follow this mountain range for a little while, and it goes from a nice green, lush lands, and then it cuts into snow-capped peaks, and then you go over that, and you get to the edge of a desert, and it is a massive desert. You're flying over, and you see nothing but featureless dunes, pocketed here and there by oases, and you see a couple of random caravans flying through, as well as what you could only imagine would be raiders, like hitting different caravans and doing other things out in the desert. You see a Tarask like pop its head out of the sand and then shake itself and then go back under the sand. Um, and you guys managed to get without much incident. A couple of engine problems here and there, but your guys' mechanic fixed those up real fast. And you guys land just outside of the Glimmer Spring. It's a pretty large town. It's right on the outskirts of the Sand Sea. On one side, there's a large mountain range with what looks to be a pass and a road leading straight towards into the town. A dried riverbed is immediately apparent as it runs next to the road, as well as right past the landing site outside of town there. It leads to the town and ending in what would have been an irrigation system for large farmlands that are mostly completely dried up now. The lower areas of this desert are very, very hot, and not wearing the proper gear, I will tell you now ahead of time, if you do not get desert gear while it's during the daytime, each hour that you're traveling, every mile that you're traveling, like if you're doing hard travel, it will cause you a level of exhaustion. Though in the desert, you were told that traveling at night isn't hard because it's wide open and there's a large full moon. As you guys know, I guess not all of you would know this, but there is a certain person in your party who has seen the moon change back and forth from sun to night before often. And so if you guys have ever watched that, you would know that there's no like rising and setting of the sun. That doesn't happen here. The sun just shakes a second, flashes white, and then flips over and it becomes the moon. And that's how night turns to day here, and vice versa. So like the moon is always full, the sun is always high. And the stars and galaxies are very, very bright display of just celestial brilliance that it makes it dim light everywhere, always at night. But without the proper gear, like such as like expensive silk clothing that they sell here, or just plain desert gear, traveling in the daytime would be very detrimental to your health, especially for our froggy friend.
Oh yeah.
You can also,
Yeah,
if
word.
you come up with a way to mitigate that separately, which I would say, Honoru, you would have had time to think about this before. And if you would have wanted to spend some of your shinies, I could say that you have an improvised like water suit, like a water cooling suit that you could have bought. It would be like 1,000 gold, but it would provide you with uh, all of your aquatic needs, as well as mitigate the need for you to um, have to take your hour soak time each day, because it would be constantly dripping you with water.
Yeah, sure, because I'm rich.
I was say you're rich as fuck, so that's nothing off you.
Yeah.
And I will say it's skin tight, and because of its makeup and everything, you can wear it underneath your regular clothing and such. Regular desert gear you would have to switch out for your armor and stuff like that, which is why it's a lot less expensive.
Word.
But he's super rich, so he found someone to custom make him something. So now you guys see stepping out of the airship, awaiting on the landing pad, is a tall woman wrapped in a headscarf with long flowing garments that covers her from head to toe. Her face is uncovered, and it's made of beautiful dark brown clay with intense crimson eyes. Her hands are uncovered as well, and the color matching her face with rubies for fingernails. She says, "Hello, my name is Rathmila. Are you adventurers sent to help me with the town's water problems? If you are, please follow me to my home and I can explain more of what ails us on the way.
Yep. I guess, well, Igni will just follow without saying much. Just kind of go ahead.
All right. She has her hand out, and then she like does like a traditional like bow and a sweep, and she goes off, like occasionally looking over her shoulder to make sure you guys are following along behind her. Um, the city is pretty simply set up. Um, it has an inn where the adventurers can stay. She's like recounting the stuff inside of the city as she goes by everything. Um, uh, she says you could always stay in your airship, of course. There's no harm on us. There's large sails put up on every home and every building. Some buildings have multiple. They look like massive white sheets set at an angle with a 90-degree angle set in them. Um, and they're huge and they're all over the city. It makes the city itself look like it was about to take off on its own. There's barrels placed around every building with piping and tubing going into every one of the barrels. And all of this looks like brand new constructions. This has not been built for very long. The farmland, as you walk by into the main town, is mostly barren and dead, with a couple of small patches where fresh food can be seen growing underneath more large sails with barrels around or in the center of every one of these contraptions. There are also large cactuses being grown in closer to the buildings than they normally would be. It looks like they've been transplanted and put there. There's a small trading post on the outskirts of town on the main avenue right next to the inn. It looks pretty much in disrepair and is closed at the moment. The inn is completely vacant. There's one other tenant who's been described as taciturn and distant. He goes up to the pass in the evening and returns before sunrise nearly every day, and then stays in the inn until the next nightfall, where he leaves again. Um, there are multiple homes in this section of the city, and as you pass them, um, there you go past a butcher's shop next to a hunting lodge with a couple of people working and purchasing goods in there. And then you approach a bustling clothier with bright colored silks and canvas sails are being put together into clothing and more rooftop contraptions. Next to it is a bar with a sign out front that says closed till the water returns. Um, and all these buildings are made up of adobe for the most part and have a mixture of different types of roofs. Some have strange looking solar panels made out of lividium and other metals and things like that. But most of them, they look like a light shingle tile of reddish make that contrasts nicely with the white sails and the other different colored sails that go across the city. She leads you into the clothier and past all these many people. It appears as though most of the houses that you've seen, at least one member of each of these households is here working, building these large sails. And the rest of them you can see as you are going by, people putting up more barrels and attaching pipes to it and then moving around to each house. All of them have a very a come together, as you might tell, in a time of crisis, that they're all trying to make do with whatever they have. And she sits you down and she says, as you can see, the town is in great disrepair. Our main source of income has always been the cloth and the farm, but now we cannot farm. People cannot even drink. We are down to a gallon of water a day um, per household. And we're trying to mitigate that as much as we can with our water collection devices, but we can't seem to get enough. It's not a very wet climate here. Um, if there is anything you could do to help, I would be greatly appreciated.
Igni just looks around awkwardly because there's a pause and then goes, do you have any containers for water right now?
The barrels. Those
Yeah.
are where we can contain as much water as we can collect. And
Um,
if you would have noticed moving in through like
mm,
every house, is
Okay.
like completely surrounded with barrels stacked 2 or 3 high.
I'll go over to the next barrel and just cast Create Water in one.
Oh, very nice. She goes, "Oh my. Oh, that is so helpful. That would
So
how
it's
many
10
oh,
gallons. It's not, you know.
yeah, it's still with how much water they're able to collect. They're only able to collect. There's only you would might have guessed like by putting a number to the people here. There's probably only a couple hundred people here, and as she said, they're down to only being able to drink a gallon of water a day for all their daily needs. And so just adding another 10 to their stockpile is huge for them right now. That's how out of water they are.
Mm.
Because I don't know if you guys know uh, it's the moisture sales. They can't collect a whole lot of water that way. It's just not a feasible way to uh, live for a long extended amount of time. It does work in the short term, but it's not great for long term living.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen one article a long time ago where these people live a place where it's like super cloudy but not rainy, and they developed something that could capture the moisture. But this is different. That was an actual forest land. This is all desert, so be a
Yeah,
massive
they're
pain.
just
Yeah.
they're trying to do as best they can, and it's just
Mm.
they've run out of options. And so the nobles finally decided it was worth send some people out because they want their rare fruits and their rare desert vegetables and oddities and their expensive cloth. And she actually mentions that like we stopped selling cloth to anyone that wouldn't trade us water, and so uh, the nobles have gotten pretty upset with them for that.
Hmm.
Are you selling some of that cloth?
Um, well, yes, we're selling as much as we can at the moment. As of now, we're only selling it as clothing. We can make something for you, but as you see, most of the clothiers are busy trying to mitigate our issue right now. I could make something for you. I have some desert clothing, an overcoat to help protect you from the sun, and things like that as of now. But we have been very busy.
How much would you charge for some desert clothing?
Well, as of now, I would say 50 gold. Normally, it would be much more expensive, but seeing as you guys are helping with us with our problem, I will cut the price in half.
That sounds
And
very nice.
this desert clothing will completely mitigate all of your extended travel problems in the heat.
Monty will go ahead and plop down 50 gold out of kindness. Says, hey, I'll pay full price. I don't mind. You guys are in a very tough situation. So here you are.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think um if you could just, get some kind of hat or something that would just work against all the sun as well, I'll pay you 100 gold happily. Would that be possible?
Say that again.
If you could make something like a good hat or a hood that actually really gives me some shade on my head. This is way too much sun for me. I'm not used to this. And some clothing, so it's not, this is pretty
Yeah, she
exhausting.
she like if when she pulls out yours, every one of you guys, yours would look like it has the full shemagh on it, the full face wrap, the full head covering, the full like long loose clothing of the outer garments, and an internal wrap that you can put on. Um, and it would fit, and it's like head to toe, goes all the way to the ground. It's like Arabian gear. It's like very, very meant for full coverage from the sun.
Yeah, I'll buy
Very
Like
it.
nice.
only your eyes would be showing through it.
I'll buy a
I'll
full set.
pay 100 gold.
Okay, perfect.
I'll pay 50 gold.
Okay.
Yep, you still get the full set.
I'll I will I'll pay the 50.
Business is business.
Oh,
What time of day did we say this was?
this is getting later in the evening, as you would think, by your time of travel. You guys have been traveling for a while in the daytime, so you might think that it's probably getting closer to evening at the moment. But you guys don't know how long you're going to be here, and you don't know if you guys might have to venture out into the sand sea to figure this out, or if you're going to go. Like, obviously, you guys are going to have to go investigate up the dried riverbed, which you guys passed on your way here. But you also don't know how long that might take. Nighttime is only about 8 hours, So if it takes you guys longer than that, which she would have informed you by now, like they've investigated up and they've sent people to investigate up the riverbed, and it's like a 5 or 6 mile trek up that way, but nobody's been able to make it back alive.
Oh, good.
I take it with the harsh conditions, travel during night is probably preferable.
Definitely. You would definitely want to travel during the night. And if you are caught out there during the daytime without the desert gear, then every mile that you travel will give you a level of exhaustion.
I can take care of shelter at night.
Perfect. And with
Or during
Honoru,
the
with
day
your
if you wanna
suit,
travel
you're
during the
good.
day.
You don't need to worry about it. It takes care of your water needs as well as your thing. I would say your suit only lasts a full 24 hours before you need to refill it with water, which you guys have all the stuff you need for that on your airship.
Transporting water is probably going to be difficult if we're going for a long trip.
Well, you're trying to restore the water to the village. As you can see, the riverbed goes up right up to the village. So they're not asking you to transport a lot of water, but your airship has water for 5 days on it
I also
for
have,
your crew.
water in spell form, so I thought traveling to the desert, I should maybe be able to create some water. So I have that.
Yes, that was a good idea because you guys are definitely going to be needing water on the trip as well. Because as you guys know, you ain't got none.
Yeah.
So, anything else you would like to ask, homegirl, Rathmalia?
Does she have, like, because you were saying that there are barrels basically outside of each structure for each individual use? Did she have one that's right there with her, on her building?
Yeah, every building has like a lot of barrels all around it to collect as much water as they can, as well as to mitigate the heat from the outside.
Okay.
Do they not know
I'll
about
wait till we
the
leave.
town underwater?
The town underwater? This is not even on the City of Dreams, man.
Oh, this is
You guys are on the mainland now.
all right.
You guys
What
are
do you
hundreds
guys-
and hundreds and hundreds of miles away from the chains that connect the city to the ground.
Hundreds
What
and
do you
hundreds
people
and
use
hundreds.
to
I find that hard to
Hmm.
believe.
what do your people use to cross the desert? Do you use mounts or chariots?
What do you
What's
mean
She
your
by
says,
you
preferred
"Oh,
people?
method?
I will show you." And then she takes you outside and she goes over towards the hunting lodge. And on the opposite side of the hunting lodge, there are these stables. Inside are um, what looks to be thinner basilisks. They, but large, like, not like basilisk, like D&D basilisk, but like basilisk, like actual basilisks that we have in our world. The ones that stand up on their hind legs and run across water. They look like those with harnesses on them and sledges, um, with like a covering over the front of it, so they like literally drag them across. And then she goes over to the side and she goes, but for just traveling every day out to go collect cactus milk or things like this, she takes you over and there's hover sails made with levidium cores, and she goes, they I'm not very good with them. Misha. And then one of the kids runs up. She goes, show them how it works. And he like jumps on it. He like hits a button and the sail pops up. And then he like kickstarts it and it lifts up off the ground. And then he like kind of like bounces down on it and it like goes down. He jumps up in the air, goes like 10, 20 feet in the air as he's spinning with the sail like level. And then he straightens it out and the wind catches it and he just goes and takes off, going about 20, 30 feet in the air. Not quite flying, because he's like he's losing ground a little bit, but then he'll dive down and like touch the ground and come back up like 20 or 30 feet in the air, like over and over again. It's like riding the heat currents and the air itself. It's
Like
yeah,
parasailing?
it's a hover sail, kind of like parasailing, but
Okay.
they're using the heat as well as the wind. So he like turns it sideways and catches the heat coming off the ground to lift him higher into the air, and then turns it back upright to catch the air to go forward, and then he'll turn it sideways again when he starts losing height.
Okay.
And like for you, you wouldn't know this, but Levidium is also how your guys' airship works. It's like this. It's like magic mixed with technology, and so they charge the Levidium, and it has like an anti-magnetic field that like goes around your ship of some sort to create the lift that you guys need. And then the force is through all these different like wiring and structure that goes through your ship to the engines that gives you guys forward momentum. But the floating itself is because this metal, when put certain spells through it, literally defies gravity.
Nice.
Okay.
That's actually a really cool idea. I like that.
Thank you, I appreciate that. But now,
It's like solar sails meets wind sail parasailing.
Mhm.
yeah, I was trying to think about how I was because I wanted this to be like techno magic, but like since most tech doesn't work when you bring it here, uh, they've all come together to find a way to make tech work using what resources they have here, until eventually someone came across the Vidium and like tooled with it long enough to be able to figure it out. Like, oh, this shit works. Like you can make microchips out of this. It defies gravity. It's also magnetic. It's also anti-magnetic. It also produces a charge. It's like a miracle metal.
It's like dilithium crystals.
Yeah.
Well, should we get started this evening then? And see what's up there if there's no news that nobody brought back anything? No information so far?
Is there anything we might need before we leave for
We need water before we go. I would like to say that right now.
You guys can collect it from the airship on your way out.
All right, cool.
They don't have extra water for you at all.
Also, Igni can make its water if it comes to up to 10 gallons.
Yeah, it can make some water as well.
And if
As you guys are
maybe
talking, the light flashes white for a second, and it gets dark, and the sun has now set in the loosest of terms.
okay, hit the flip. And if for the right price, I could do some water as well. I have a jug. I usually use it for my own use, but it's functional.
All right. So, you guys begin to trek up the mountains. There is a man that walks out of the inn. He pats his clothes off, and he starts to walk up the trail ahead of you guys. As you're following the riverbed, you notice there's skeletons of fish. There is all kinds of different types of dead animals as you guys go past. The occasional person and it's grotesque. It smells bad. In some places, other places, it's been so hot and dried out you can't really tell the smell anymore. But where the fresher, like animal corpses that are there, it gets pretty bad. And as you're going, um, you travel up a long, winding road that follows the riverbed nearly to the letter, and into the dust of a massive mountain pass. The mountains go up for probably 1,000 feet on each side of you, but oddly enough, they're not snow-capped. They're still just deserty on top. It's just like this place has been just denied all liquid. Um, so as you're going up there, the riverbed begins to widen after about 2 miles traveling up there. You come, you do pass the man at some point in time as he gets to a certain spot, and then he pulls out a bag and he starts collecting bones. He starts putting them from the riverbed. He starts taking them out and he starts putting them in this bag, and he's going through and he collects a bunch more, and then he collects some more, and then after the bag gets full, he walks off out into the desert a little bit and dumps it out of the riverbed, and then comes back, and then he starts collecting more bones. And it looks like he's trying to clean it up for whenever the water does start to flow again. And you do notice for the next about half mile after you do pass him, um, it's pretty clean. But he looks like he's starting about 2 miles out from town and trying to clean all the riverbed down towards town.
Hmm. Okay.
So,
So,
oh yeah, you go.
is there anything that we see like around the riverbed? Is there any is there vegetation at all? Do they have?
It's
Is
all
there
dried and dead.
river? It's just Okay, so there's still some shrubs just dead. And okay.
Yeah, a couple of more like hardy desert plants have still survived. But that is actually beginning to change slightly as you get to an area that has you actually see a little bit of green, and it's about 1.5 miles past where you went past the guys. So you guys are about 3-4 miles away from town now, up a steep mountain pass. Um, and so you guys have been traveling for, I would say, probably about 3.5 hours or so, maybe a little bit less, because you guys aren't running, so you guys aren't doing like 30-minute, like 12-minute miles. I would take you about 15, 20 minutes to walk a mile or so. So you guys are adventurers, so we'll say like it'll probably take you 10, 15 minutes to walk out a mile at a good pace. So you guys have probably been like 2 hours into the journey so far, about. And
Do we want to speed things up?
huh?
Do we want to speed things up?
Oh, that's up to you guys.
I can. I don't know if how many of this people this would work for, but I could ritual cast Phantom Steed and Floating Disc. And Floating Disc can hold up to like 500 pounds, and Phantom Steed goes 100 feet per turn. So,
I would say that might be a good idea, but hold off on that for right now, because you guys did just come to a small change in scenery.
That'll work.
So you come to what looks like the river widens out, and it cuts into a cliff face quite a bit, and you do see a little bit of water, but you also see a massive increase in how many bones are around this area. It looks as though you guys can make a perception check.
Sure. Starting off right.
Polar opposites. Woohoo!
26. Wow. Nice.
All right. So, okay, The
Camera died.
26 is going to see a little bit more than everyone else, but we'll get to that in a second.
I'm just that one space ball in the desert going, man, iron feast. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so this map was the best suited for my needs. Took me a little while to find it, but you guys are
I have
over.
no idea why I rolled that.
Yeah.
All right. You notice that a lot of these bones, with everybody that got over 20, these bones don't seem right. A lot of them have teeth marks and scrape marks in them, and a lot of them are fresh. A lot of them are broken. So it just doesn't seem normal that they would have died in this way, so close to water, especially because it looks pretty clear overall. Um, and fuck, I forgot your name again. Nicomo, you would realize that this island in the middle of what looks like a waterfall entrylet doesn't make any sense. That's not how waterfalls work. You would know that it would have left a large hole in that area, not a capped spot of mud and dirt. Also, the water looks like it's shifting some. Anyone over a 20 notices the water is shifting some. Also, give me 1 second. I'm gonna roll something. Okay, so yeah, I might as well just show it to you guys because pretty much all of you do see why the water is shifting. And Nicomo, you do see that that's not quite an island.
Oh,
Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay.
That's a nightmare.
So you guys can roll um, history and then roll initiative. And if you guys want to, you can roll stealth. They have seen you, but they don't know you have seen them. So if you guys want to make a surprise round attack, you would have to be at ranged. And I will also say you just see a couple of eye stalks from the big boy in the back there because he is buried under the ground with just his eyes poking through the ground.
Done. Okay. And I'll obviously since I saw it, I'll point it out.
20 history. Wow.
Yeah. No.
So 27 on
Nice.
history and 18 on stealth, and my token's not on the board, so
Oh, yeah, right.
I see.
Oh, I
You.
accidentally did two valid ones.
Oh, yeah, you did. Um,
There's no grid.
No grid. All right. So, with those history checks, they were all pretty damn good. You know that is a froghemoth. Anybody from the Eberron world? Is anybody from the Eberron world? You would know more about it if you were.
I'm not.
Probably me.
I would not be.
All right. It doesn't look natural. That's what you guys can get from it. It's a very strange creature. It hasn't popped all the way out yet, but you would know that they're eye stalks and they're strange things. The ones that you can see in the water, though, you guys know they're banderhobs, which you know that they eat people and then spit out their bones.
Hmm.
That's why they increase in bone collection here.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay.
All right. So we got.
And how deep is that water?
Anywhere between 6 to 8 feet deep or so.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not like it's going to be. We're going to be getting into it, treading water essentially. Okay, I guess I need to do initiative. Click on the token.
All right. Frog on frog crime to start it off. Let's go.
Oh, that's the worst idea. But
The monk. Go punch the little dudes.
I am gonna go punch the little dude. See how my computer's being slow today. Oh, I get to him. I want to move right up to him. And seeing that I can't do anything except for just punching him, I'm gonna punch him twice.
Nice. Continuing the
God,
streak.
Yeah.
does that hit?
Yes, that hits.
I'll say that's got
How
it.
much trouble you would be in if those didn't hit.
Oh
Yeah, no. All right, and then I would like to use a key point and where's my stuff?
I called them little ones. They don't look too little compared to our frog.
Oh no, they're not little.
All right, and then I want to use a key point and use Fury of Blows. So it'll be another 2 unarmed strikes.
Those both hit.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
He's just like, and I punch, and I punch, and I punch.
Punch some more.
26 damage. That's a pretty good start.
Uh-huh.
And how many con saves is that?
It'll be 4, right? If I touch him 4 times.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's 2 on the first one, so that's not going to do it.
4 con saves? All right.
He has poisonous skin.
Yeah, so he's gonna be poisoned.
All right, Ballad 1.
All right. So I managed to awaken a secret ability, and I'm going to activate Lightning Arrow um, on my first arrow here. And then I'm going to launch that at the big dude.
It's going to be a very hard DC because he's underground. Only his eye stalks are showing.
All right. Well, it's good because it does damage even if it misses.
How?
Because it's lightning.
Yeah, but if it misses,
Because it takes half if
oh, it becomes lightning bolt.
Pretty much, yeah. The arrow is treated as a lightning bolt.
Okay.
So that is a 15.
15 is not going to hit.
All right, so half of 4d8s. That's 17 damage.
All right.
And then the second one should be a normal arrow. Yeah, because it's just the next weapon attack. That is
We will still have to roll the dex saves for the other two.
Oh, they're within range?
Yeah, I got to count those blocks.
Well, they're hard
So
to
two
see.
of them are.
So roll the dex saves.
One got a 20, and the other one got a 7.
Okay, the 7 fails it. So 7 takes full, the other one takes half. And that's 2d8s. That is 7. And I rolled a 19 on my second arrow with the big guy.
Still going to miss.
All right. Still underground, so that's understandable.
Yeah, it's just literally like eye stalks sitting up. Manju, you're up, unless there's more you want to do, Ballad One.
No, they'll do it. So those 3 have some. Wait. Okay, I didn't hit him with a weapon. He got hit with the lightning. That's different. All right, yeah. I'll in there.
Okay, so are the creatures submerged? The Vanderhubs?
Yes, the Banderhobs are submerged. And technically, the Froghemoth is as well, but he like submerged and then dug under the ground and then pushed the ground back up around him. So it looks like there's an island there.
Okay, but because hmm. If a creature if a creature is submerged, does that affect the ability of Firebolt or no?
Um,
Shouldn't, it's magical.
I was gonna say like like if we're going by physics rules, it would, but this is
Right.
magic rules, so
Okay.
no.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and I'll hurl a Firebolt at Will a 19 hit?
19 hits. Who are you going after? All right. 15 fire damage. Very nice.
And then that will end my turn.
He's starting to look bloody now. A bit bloody, blackened, and singed. Igni,
Okay.
what will our resident
Um,
druid do?
Staying out of the water for now. I'm seeing this as another opportunity to get some animals to fight for me, I think. That'll keep me out of harm's way for a little bit. Could I conjure animals at 3rd level and get... Well, it's 2 beasts of challenge rating 1 or lower, so how about the swarm of Quippers? I think they're level 1, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, swarm of Quippers would work. I could do 2 of them. And they could help attacking and anything that's in the water, because they would be, just put some piranhas in there, pretty much.
I was gonna say, so just a shitload of piranhas. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much. Just, 2 swarms of them, and they have to be just all around the creature they're attacking, actually.
That's right.
So I would absolutely put one on the, one swarm right where I see the blue guy, like this one here. And then depends. Let me see how far I can go with conjure animals. It's 60 feet, so would I be able to, if I measure, is that accurate in here? If I use the measure?
No, you gotta count your squares.
Alrighty. 10, 20, 30, 40. I think the green one should be in range. Nice. Yeah. 2 of them, please. And they'll just go for...
Are they large technically, or?
The swarm of Quippers is just, I think it's a swarm of tiny creatures. It's a swarm of tiny beasts. So it's just, make it medium size, yeah. And they'll just swarm all around you. Their reach isn't 0 feet, so they'll have to be right on top of the creature. And they can occupy another creature's space. So they would just swarm into the area of this one here and that one there, and just start biting both of them.
All right, move them as you see fit.
So one would be, on top of this one, the other on top of that one. And they have a +5 to hit. Let's see. Probably just see if I can get them in here quickly.
That's fucking terrifying.
Well, it's only 2. It's not like 8 frogs or 16 frogs or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Ungodly
2
amount it was.
swarms of
It
piranhas.
is 2 swarms of piranhas. I know, but yeah, I'll just roll for attack and just use the thingy here. It's +5, so let me do a d20. 11 for the one for the blue guy as an attack. Oh, it didn't actually.
11 does not hit.
Yeah. And the other one does get... Well... That's a net 1. Which is a 6 all in all, and they just... I don't know how you want to narrate a net
Roll a
1.
D100 for a swarm of piranhas. Let's see how this plays out.
Woohoo! Okay, I'll roll that one in here just for fun. 94. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's just
It's a good fail.
Yeah, it's a good fail. It's just like some of them just forgot to open their mouths and just ran into frogs.
Oh yeah, they just run. Yeah, I like that. Yep, they'll just bump into it for now. Nice.
They're
What are we
just
supposed
like,
to do here
torpedo
again?
mode! Wait, are we supposed to bite this one? It's a... I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
Bite them.
God damn it, Timothy! Open your mouth next time!
Well, I tried though.
I told you I was on a diet.
I
Yeah.
said that I was only gonna eat greens! You're a piranha!
Oh, yep. But
And
that's
meanwhile,
gonna be my animals.
meanwhile, the rest is going. The teeth go over a cow. Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
a really big frog fan, man.
I'll pretty much just stick to where I am right now and just contemplate how I get these piranhas to actually do anything.
Perfect. All right, Alon.
Well, I kind of feel bad doing this now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think that'll work. Yeah. I'm gonna go there. Along the way, I'm gonna pull my sun sword or my sun blade and bonus action blade sing. And then I'm gonna use lightning lure
Beat it to death.
to try to pull that guy out of the water toward me.
All right, yeah, roll that up. What's the save for it?
Strength.
DC 18.
Strength 18.
If he comes within 5 feet of me, he'll take 11 lightning damage. If it passes or fails, I guess the creature can.
That is a 12. Can you move a large creature with it though?
Let me check. It does not say. It doesn't.
Yep.
It pulled 10 feet toward me.
Yeah, it doesn't say you can't. So,
It will
boom.
kill.
Ugh, I miscounted there. I'll move the extra feet, and then because I'm a blade singer, I can do a cantrip and attack for my 2 attacks. So I'll go ahead
Okay.
and hit him with my blade.
I just imagine you lasso a truth this guy around his neck and pull him over.
Nice. Yeah, basically I
There.
do that with one hand.
Yeah,
and then
you're
one
getting
hand.
exploded.
Oh,
Get him close. And then I'm just
Light it
going to
up.
impale him with the sun blade. Doesn't do the undead damage. So is that
Yeah, so it's just the 15
17?
and the
17
2.
plus the 4.
Oh, yep. So 21 damage on that. And you said he took extra damage
No.
for some reason as well, or no?
the lightning damage from the lightning roar.
Yeah, but he didn't land close enough. I miscounted. I should have been 5 feet closer when I cast him.
Oh, okay.
It's only if he lands 5 feet away from me. And he landed 10 feet away from me. So,
Okay, gotcha.
yeah. But I think that's 17 damage. I think I'm miscounting. I don't think I get both of those crits. So it's just the 15 plus the 2.
Kudos for not going back on that.
Yeah, it would have been nice. That would have been like 3D something, 3D8 damage. So that would have been a big hit. No, but that's cool. That's my turn.
Alrighty. We have the first Bender Hop. Let's see how far these suckers can move. And nom.
All right.
And poison.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right. You are grappled.
Okay.
You take 23 damage. And it's going to make a con save because it is now has a poisonous creature in its mouth. 13 to save.
13 saves.
All right. Is grab. All right. So now it is going to do something really mean to you. It teleports 30 feet away
Oh, great.
with its new toy.
Ooh, very
You
fun.
can do that with a person.
Yep. It's a shadow step ability. This is before or after teleporting, it can make its bite attack. All right. Brings us to the frog Hemith. Just stands and raises up out as tentacles like whip out of the ground and grab it and then start to push the dirt away. It uses most of its movement just getting out of being buried. It can only move 5 feet after that, so it moves to there. But now it is standing there up on the ground, and it lets out a bellow. And I think it is out of range of everybody. So it's going to try and eat some fish.
Mm-hmm.
A 15 and an 18.
Both
One
hit.
each.
Yeah.
21 damage and 15 damage.
Okay, they're both still up, but below half.
All right. He just grabs a couple of
15 and
tentaclefuls
21
of
for the
fish.
first, right?
Yeah, 21 for the first one.
And 15 for a second. Alrighty.
Question: did it look like the lightning? Well, I guess we only saw its stocks, huh? Did it look like it didn't like the lightning a lot, or what? Because it took lightning.
Yeah, they did not like the lightning. You can't really tell because these are monstrous faces that don't really do a lot, but by the screeching and yelling, uh, it didn't really like it. Oh, I just realized something else. But it didn't look like it hurt it more than, a regular thing would have.
Okay.
Maybe even less than a regular thing would have.
Oh, what kind of damage was the damage from the froghemoth to the fish?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. All right.
Yeah,
Is
he just
there
basically
resistance?
just lashed his tentacles in there and grabbed handfuls of fish and just ate them.
All right. Yep, but they're resistant to bludgeoning. That's why I'm asking.
Ah, okay, cool.
They're harder to grab because they're so tiny and.
They're
I was
probably
going to say they're
slippery.
tiny,
Yeah.
hard to grab. Yeah. All right, Nicomo.
All right. Okay, I am going to move. Let's see. Okay, that's going to put me there. I'm going to hover right above the water with my winged boots.
All right.
I don't like getting my feet wet. And I will attack using cantrip Booming Blade.
Nice, yeah.
You would have hated the last couple of sessions of this.
Mm-hmm.
14.
That's 14 normally would not hit, but right now his AC is reduced by 2 because of lightning damage. So yes, it does hit.
Oh, and this guy here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Sweet. So then see. Oh, hold on. I gotta read this. I'm new to the swashbuckler thing. Creature. Guess if you are. Okay, so that's technically not within 5 feet of me. So then that's fine. So I still get sneak attack on that. And then I didn't know if it was 5 feet of the creature or 5 feet me specific. That's what I wanted to check. And then that's
the creature has to move. Yeah.
No, not that. With swashbuckler, I can still get sneak attack as long as I don't have to have advantage.
You have an ally within 5 feet of.
Well, there's that one, but with a swashbuckler, I can do it as long as there's no other creature next to me within 5 feet. So I was counting the piranha, the swarm of piranha, as a creature, but it's technically not within 5 feet of me, according to its current position.
It's technically all around the Banderhop.
Oh,
They're all allies to you, so.
Okay.
Yeah, they're swarming the Banderhop, so they're all over him.
Okay, so I guess that would not allow me to have sneak attack then.
Will they count as allies or would they not?
It doesn't matter on allies. It just says another creature.
Okay.
Yeah, let me reread it real quick to make sure. You don't need advantage on the attack roll to get sneak attack against the creature if you are within 5 feet of it. No other creatures are within 5 feet of you. Yeah. And, well, okay, so if that's if that's considered an ally, I guess I would get it.
Yeah, it's considered an ally. You should still get. You should still get it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
I thought that was like a really long bite on a chip.
6 on the piercing. Oh, hold on. No. 10 on the piercing. And then 5, 11, 12, 13. 13 on the sneak attack damage. And 7 on the booming blade.
The booming blade damage doesn't happen unless he moves.
Yeah.
Actually, the base damage does, but then there's additional damage if they move.
Is that like at higher levels or something?
Yes.
Same as like Fireblade, right?
How do I...
Oh yeah, Green Flame Blade also does. You get extra damage on top of that later on.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
Okay, perfect.
So if it does move, it'll take 3d8.
Thunder.
And then... Okay, so that's that. And then with my Illusionist Bracers, I'm allowed to do another cantrip as a bonus action. So I'm actually going to hit it with...
Wait, you can do 2 cantrips?
With the magic item, the very rare that you said that we could get. It's Illusionist Bracers. Let's see if it actually links it. So I could cast that same cantrip as again.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
so you would just do the booming blade damage again? Because the booming blade
I would actually
melee attack, right?
I would have to do another melee attack, basically. Is what
okay.
Because that's part of the cantrip.
You have 2 attacks too, because you're
I'm a fighter, but I have a fighter, but I didn't take enough levels to get that second attack. That's why I went with this item, so I could get that little bit of extra. All right. So this attack is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and then
But so you don't have 2 attacks though, you were saying.
I'm using my bonus action to
Braces, yeah.
cast the other
Yeah.
cantrip,
The
which gives
bracers
me that
allow
other
him to
attack.
double cast the cantrip, basically, is what the
Yeah, but that cantrip augments a melee attack. It's not a melee attack.
Yeah, he brandishes the weapon.
I think the
Used
melee
in
attack
the
is
spell's
part of
casting
Yeah,
to make a melee attack with it.
Yeah, it counts as a spell attack, not a melee attack.
Yeah, but the melee attack, the weapon damage is part of the spell attack.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like you have to hit them with your sword to make Booming Blade work.
Yeah.
Like if you could do it like if you had like if you had a bonus action attack on your second weapon, then you could use your bonus action to then apply your cantrip to that also. If you had, because if you had this one, you'd be able to do like a regular attack, but you'd have to have 2 attacks in order to apply Booming Blade twice.
Yes.
But the cantrip the cantrip makes a melee attack.
It says and make a melee attack with it.
Yeah, when you cast Booming Blade, it uses your action to do a spell attack, not a melee attack.
Yes. That's
So
what I'm
if
saying.
you have two
But
attacks per action,
his bracers allow him to double, like cast that same cantrip again as a bonus action.
okay, then he can do
So-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, so Booming Blade that would be 2 weapon attacks because
That'd be
the
2
weapon attack is
cantrips,
part of the spell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weird workaround. I don't like that at all. But if it's by rules, it works, I guess. But yeah,
and the
that's
way that I was thinking
that
about it
basically
was
gives you 2 attacks when you don't have 2 attacks, and that's pretty fucking broken.
Not
It's a
really.
very rare
If you don't
item.
have 2 attack, then it's just a cantrip. It's
What
not like
I
it-
know, but
it's not
what it's doing is
rather
it's making you use a melee
yeah,
attack
attacking again.
because you have
What
to
I
use
would
a
think-
melee weapon attack to use it.
Yeah. Wouldn't that just mean that he could double the booming blade on
Yeah,
the
I was gonna say
first
I would totally
attack
allow
roll?
you to use 2 booming blades on 1 melee attack. That's fine, but like without using a second melee attack.
So just
Yeah.
roll. They'll just roll the damage again then.
Roll booming
Yeah.
blade. Yeah.
Like because you already made the hit, then just do your booming blade damage again, and then if he moves, he'd take the 3d8
Takes double
twice.
that. Yeah.
oh, so you're gonna double the movement as well, stacking it.
Well, yeah.
So
because
yeah,
it's
because
cast
you'd
twice.
have 2 booming blades applied to him, because that's part of the cantrip. But I wouldn't allow you to have 2 weapon attacks
Oh,
because
okay.
of your
Because
cantrip. You know what I'm saying?
I was taking it that it wouldn't stack the movement damage. But I mean,
No,
if,
because that's
that's
part
how
of
you
the
want to do
spell.
it,
Like that's how the spell works. Like
Yeah.
you would get the extra, you'd get the D8 extra thunder damage or however much you get on your attack twice,
okay.
and then he'd get the movement damage twice, but you wouldn't get the weapon attack damage twice.
Okay. I mean, if that's how you want to play it, I am perfectly fine with that. So then,
Yeah, like I'm fine with you casting the cantrip twice. I just don't like it because it says that it makes you make a melee. It says you have to make a melee weapon attack to do it twice. I'd let you just put 2 booming blades on it. You're just like booming blade times 2. Stab.
Okay. Yeah, the way I was thinking it, still being able to do the 2 weapon attacks is that you could either cast a spell or you could do multiple attacks when you take the attack action. So if I were able to physically attack twice, I technically on a second attack could not do a cantrip and a melee swing if I had 2 attacks per action because it makes you pick one or the other.
See, but with those bracers on, it says that you would be able to use your bonus action twice to cast 2 cantrips. So you would be able to apply that to each weapon strike.
Says you can use a bonus action.
Yeah,
On
it's
the same turn.
action
it's-
cast, bonus action cast.
Yeah. It's
Essentially,
action
yeah.
bonus action. Yeah.
So, but
Which
I'm good with
doesn't
doing the
mean-
stack.
yeah.
It's fine. I don't want to take up all the extra time. All right, so the second booming blade, we'll do 7 more. So then if I know that,
Oh
then I
yeah,
would
actually, now that
double
I'm
the
looking
dice.
at it more, it would basically just make the booming blade your bonus action attack. So yeah, like
Yeah.
we'll just let it go where it's at right now. We'll talk about this in chat later on, so we can keep it
Okay.
moving.
Yeah. So that's good.
But if he moves, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. And so that's that. And then I will finish my movement, move back 5 feet, and now I'm done.
How much was on that other booming blade strike?
7.
All right, it is now his turn, and he's not happy about that because you really fucked his ass up.
Okay.
A tongue flicks out at you.
He's not gonna move. Damn, I'm within range. Okay.
A 17 to hit.
No.
All right, it misses,
It also
and
needs to make a DC 15 con save for my rapier of wounding.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, at the beginning of his
Right.
turn. That's what I got.
Yeah.
that's a 13.
Okay, so he just takes 1d4. So he takes 1 damage, necrotic.
Yeah, these guys have 11 intelligence, so he's not
Not all
the
that bright.
stupidest, but they're
Mhm.
not the smartest. Yeah. So this is also to see if this works, because it doesn't say whether or not it's moved like your regular movement or if it works on teleports. So we'll see what everybody thinks after he just goes.
Yeah, remember it takes the damage before it rolls the save to stop bleeding.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
thought it
doesn't
was
it
the
have to
beginning.
roll a save in order to see if it even starts bleeding?
No. Once it's
Okay.
hit on its next turn, it'll bleed.
Because it already got hit, yeah.
Oh, okay, because he wasn't able to successfully heal himself this turn.
Yeah.
And the way I was
Yeah.
reading it is it actually stacks. So if I hit him again, it'll be 2d4 and then
Mhm.
3d4 until he fully heals, and then he's completely done. As far as I know, teleporting, he's not moving.
Yeah, so that's how I was thinking. I was like, he's teleporting, he's not moving, but he's also not the smartest. And he sees a delicious bunny rabbit, takes one step, and basically just implodes.
Okay,
Is
so
it
that's and you're stacking that, right? So it's 6.
Oh, he
6
has 2 health
d8,
left,
yeah.
so I just figured I'd make it 3.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Also, it was also to see kind of like, what do you guys think about this? Now we know. We all agree that teleporting isn't actually moving.
Yeah.
damn it, I was gonna hit him.
Monty says.
All right. Alon, you're real close to this guy.
I am close to that guy.
And 26 probably hits.
You know what? I'm not gonna let that hit. I'm gonna cast shield and raise my armor out to 27.
Ooh.
Damn. Okay.
Because I'm blade singing right now, so I have 22 AC.
Well, damn.
Don't you love it?
Yeah.
I get to add my intelligence to my AC.
So this guy saw what happened to his buddy. He goes, if I teleport that way, I'm going to explode. He
Boom!
teleports that way.
He gets eaten by Big Mama Bubba.
All right. Honoru, it is your turn.
What do I have to roll to break out of this grapple?
Strength.
Uh, can I roll dexterity, or do I have to roll strength?
To strength.
Yeah, you gotta break out of the tongue.
Yeah, you're in his mouth right now.
Riding that tongue. Ooh, that
Nope,
minus
that won't
1.
do it. And you are restrained at the moment.
You can't do anything but try to break out on your next turn.
Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't say you can't attack or anything.
That's what
You just
restraint is, right?
Yeah, if he's restrained, he can't.
I can't do anything, so I think that's the end of my turn.
no restrained creature's speed becomes 0. Can't benefit from any bonuses of its speed. Attack rolls have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay.
The creature is
Oh.
disadvantaged on dex saves.
It's
Stunned, you can't do it. It's incapacitated, you can't do anything.
incapacitated. That's what it is. Okay.
Okay.
So can I bonus action unarmed strike him?
You can, yes. I'll let that
Okay.
happen.
Doesn't do it anyway.
That is gonna miss.
Wait,
Cool.
what is he missing? He's inside of.
Yeah.
He just he's catching like parts of the cheek that are still open, so he's like trying to punch and get bone, and it's just like boom.
He just taps the tooth. Just think.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, ballad 1. Saw a frog explode in front of you a second ago, and then you
Man,
saw another frog get munched on and teleport away.
I'm kind of pissed that one blew up because I was going to use it to get to Big Mama.
The arrows don't mean anything right now, guys.
Yeah. I'm still pretty sure I'm too far away to get to it. Yeah.
You're 45 feet away.
And I have a 5-foot reach. And 40 feet movement.
No, it's just barely not there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I have 5-foot reach.
Yeah.
Sorry, ignore that. I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, I suppose I can lightning strike again. As I move upwards.
Is that a certain time? Oh, is that the same as
It's the
mine?
one the lightning arrow.
Yeah, I've read it. I know what okay. I know what that is.
I'm gonna go halfway, and then take the shot. That is wrong page. 26.
To hit?
Yeah.
Nope. Just kidding.
You'd be like, son of a bitch!
Whoa.
So, and then the one next to him has to do a dex save.
Yep. How much damage is that though?
It's 4d8s on the big guy, and I hit him, so he also takes the weapon damage, and 2d8s on the little guy.
9 on the dex save.
Alright, he did not make it. So that is 9 damage on the little guy. Fucking 1. I never marked that guy as a favorite foe. Fucking 3 1s and a 2. 15 damage on the big dude. Only 6 of that was lightning, though.
All right. Only 6 was lightning?
Yeah, the rest was from the bow.
Okay.
And then my second arrow is just a normal arrow. And that is an 11.
That won't hit.
Yep.
All right. Is that everything for you?
Yeah.
Manju.
Is the Frogamonth within 240 feet of me?
Yes, definitely.
I'll go ahead and try to firebolt it.
All right. Roll that attack.
That's never below 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Not with fire. Fire bunny, pyro bunny.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it hits. He doesn't really phase him very much. Doesn't even seem like he really bothers him.
Oh, great. All right, that will end my turn.
Igni.
I think I'll just take 10 feet, 10 feet of movement. And I probably do see the red dot guy over there, right? With Anaru
Yes, you guys can see
sticking
that.
out or not. Like we saw him get
See
taken.
a foot.
Yeah. I think that at least one of my swarms of Quippers can actually get to him and attack, and he doesn't have his
He's
full
20
hit
feet away
points
from this
anymore,
guy.
right? Yeah, and they have 20 feet swim, so should be fine as long as they're just in water. So they will go over there.
That one actually does have full hit points still.
Oh, this one does. Okay. So I'll just do a one attack, just that +5, so 15
That'll hit.
hits. Wow, cool. And this is the swarm who still barely has over half. So it's gonna be 46. Glorious 7 points of damage to that one. So now it doesn't have full hit points anymore.
Now it doesn't.
The other swarm is that the green guy also in water still, or did he kind of
He
get on
has
land?
teleported onto the land over there.
Okay. All right. So the other swarm will just kind of go in the same direction, and I'll go 10, 20, 30. I'll say here. So it's kind of in view of the other one. And just go that way. And that's just me commanding the swarms, which does not take
It's your
an
bonus action, correct?
It doesn't it even says here, no action required by you. So they obey any verbal commands issued by me, and then it's no action required by me. I can show it again. It's pretty far down in the description. So yeah, it's
Interesting.
probably gonna be a bonus action or something. Let's
Oh no,
call it
it
a
looks
bonus
like
action.
it doesn't say that it says
It's
it's a bonus
weirdly
action.
worded. It's kind of strange, but I would probably it's
For
like
some creatures, they obey any verbal commands issued, no action required by you. If
yeah,
you don't
exactly.
issue any
Yeah,
command, they
it
defend
doesn't say
themselves
that
from
They
it,
just
hostile
do.
yeah,
creatures.
Exactly.
I say
But
it
I would
doesn't say
like
that it takes
them
any sort
to,
of action.
go attack. Either way, I would still have an action. And I think from that distance, if I counted right, I should be within 60 feet of the red guy, and I could probably just try to hit him with a frostbite, which is my
Right.
my cantrip. So see if that does anything.
Con save, huh?
DC 16 con save.
That's a 9. He has a +5. That's a 9.
So 12 cold damage to that one as well. And it also has a disadvantage on the next weapon attack it makes before the end of its next turn. So whatever next attack it does, if it counts as a weapon attack, I don't know if it does anything for these.
You would see that these guys don't have weapons.
Yeah, just in case. All right.
And is that everything? A bonus action
That's
for you or
everything.
anything?
Nope, that's gonna be it.
All right. Alon.
Okay, let's see.
I believe in you, Alon. Finish them off. All of them. All 3 of them.
Okay.
Just all of them.
I wish. So that is 35, standing right there on the edge of the water, and I'm going to use lightning lure on this guy again. I'm pretty sure I've done my math correctly this time.
Yeah, your math is correct this time. And it's a con save, right?
Yes. Yeah, a pretty decent roll too. Or strength save.
15. Strength save. Okay. That was a nat 1. So
Even better. And then I will take my weapon attack.
and that does the 21 lightning damage because he was within 5 feet, right?
Yes. I mean, let's just set that one up correctly. Does a dirty 20 hit?
It does, especially now that he has taken some lightning damage.
And that's 16 damage.
He is
I
not looking great anymore.
pull him toward me and just drive the sunblade in. Just
Ouch.
the old 1-2.
The old one, too.
Pull
All
the
right, is
boat.
that everything for you?
Yeah, I'll save the bonus action. Keep it to myself. Keep the change.
All right. Yeah, this is it's not good.
What do you mean it's not good? You want us to die?
That's a nat 20 to swallow you.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, that's not good.
Ugh.
You are blinded and restrained. You have total cover from any outside effects. At the start of each of your turn, you take some damage. So right now you take. Holy shit, that was some really good damage rolls.
Is
You
it still
take.
taking poison damage?
He hasn't. He saved every time on his con saves. He has to do another one right now. But you take 40 damage. 11 of it is acid damage.
Damn.
That's cannibalism.
These if any of you are from Eberron, you might be able to tell that these are not creatures. They are crafted things. All of these have been crafted by something.
Okay. Not from there, but
Interesting nonetheless. Ooh, Frankenstein.
He
monster.
has he did 11 on his con save, so he is now poisoned.
That works.
Now it's the Froghemoth's turn.
is he gonna bite fish again? Or bludgeon them?
Come at me,
No.
bro.
So Nikomo and Ballad 1 taking some attacks.
You have to roll a disadvantage against me.
A 19 hit Tacoma. or Nakomo.
Negative. That is a miss.
Wow.
And a 10 to hit Ballad, so we know that doesn't work.
It's like, actually, no.
Yeah. All right. He just goes.
No. No, thank you. I don't want any.
Hold on.
I'm just gonna look back at Igni and be like, I'm not eating that thing.
Okay, so there's your line. Okay. Good to know.
There's the line.
We finally found it.
We found the line. All right.
When he swung at me, is that yeah, never mind. That's a dumb question. I don't have the reach. He does. Hmm. Let's see. I am going to. If I get to here, well, I guess it doesn't matter because he's in his mouth. There's no.
You would have to kill his ass.
Yeah.
No, just because for some reason I wasn't thinking he was in his mouth. I was looking at the position he is on the map, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll be able to flank." And I'm like, "How am I going
No,
to flank him if
he's
he's
no
getting...
longer in his mouth anymore. Now he's in his stomach.
Oh, he's what? Okay, yeah,
He's
yeah,
been
yeah.
completely swallowed by him now.
Okay.
Go save him.
Get in there.
So yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing as before. Do the booming blade on this guy. 15.
He has he taken lightning damage? No, he has not taken lightning damage.
Yes, he has.
But he has.
Oh wait,
No, he hasn't.
The red dot guy or the big guy?
Red dot
The
guy.
red
Big
dot guy.
has. Red dot guy has not. But looking at it, it still hits.
Okay. And then I have allies around me, so I get the sneak attack. So that'll be.
Oh shit!
Right.
Now I feel dumb. Okay.
9 piercing. 14 on the sneak. And since we're stacking the booming, 10, 11, 12, 13 on the booming.
Oh, he's looking rough.
And that uses my bonus action to do that. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. On that second one. I don't know which dice to remove, so it's done. It's done. And that's my turn.
All right. That brings us to this Banderhob, who's gonna be like tongue. He's gonna try and tongue punch your fart box. It's a 22 to hit you, Alon.
I'm gonna use shield again.
Okay. All right. And now he's gonna try and bite you. And that's a 21, which you have a 22 right now, correct?
Yeah, I think my shield stays active for the rest of the round.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's just like, ah!
Oh, opportunity. Oh no, you use shield.
He
That's right.
terrestried. He didn't move, just poofed.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You use shield anyway. That's a reaction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have any reaction anymore.
All right, Honoru, you are restrained and blinded right now, but you got a lot of target around you.
All target.
I'll
Yeah.
try to break out.
Don't miss those punches. Oh, you got. Oh wait, no,
It would be at
trying to break it out.
disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're in his stomach.
No, you
now.
can't break out of this. You can't break out of this.
Yeah, now you got to kill him.
Oh, I can't break out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to kill him.
All right.
He's
Wow.
got fucking everybody and his mom
Oh,
on top of him.
I got quality with something. All right. Okay. Well, then I get attack him, right? So I'll get 2 attacks.
Yeah, you can still attack him. Your attacks will be at disadvantage, but you can still attack him.
I forgot about that.
Oh my
All
gosh!
right.
Look at that.
21 will still hit.
You
So
can
it'll be the
below
8
a
and the
20.
11. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the 21 hits and the 11 misses.
Okay.
How do you miss if you're in him?
You just can't
loses
move
somebody.
fast
It's
enough to
hard.
get a good strike.
Yeah, no,
right,
I
so
I
that's-
get it. It's just
He's doing 1-inch punches inside. He's like
Pretty good.
in what's the name?
Yeah,
In,
you can do your bonus action to
Kill
do all
Bill.
your
There we go.
things.
He's
All
Uma
right,
Thurman
so
and Kill Bill
there's-
doing 1-inch punches.
If I action surge, I'll get 2 attacks again, right?
Mm-hmm. And you'll still have access to your
Okay.
bonus action.
Okay, I'm gonna action surge and hit him twice again.
Nail him.
The 18 hits, the 11 misses.
All right. Then I'm gonna bonus action key point.
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows, yeah.
My God, man. The 22
That's
hits
6 attacks.
Oh, the nat
and a nat 1, though, so you'll have to roll that D100 also.
Let's start the D100.
Oh, yeah, you succeeded on the D100.
And another 10.
Another 10. Wow.
What do you do to this guy?
I
As
am
you
just
just
punching
punch
at
your
this
way
point.
out
I don't
from
know.
the fucking belly of this creature.
I was thinking the hippo from Ace Ventura just come.
He's in the back of his throat, just boxing on his uvula.
And that's my entire turn.
Yeah, you just like fucking
Still
just.
to get out.
I just
somehow, but-
imagine a fist just comes right out of his chest, and then just like the rhino from Ace Ventura, like you were saying, he's just like, oh, just
Like-
splash into the water. Like that was terrible.
Every time I'm faced with like something getting eaten or something like that, I always think about like Hercules when he cuts his way out of the Hydra.
Oh, yep.
Nicomo, how do you react to that? Little frog come
Can I
out
look
big
at him and go, oh yeah? You know, like, I'm busting through something. I'm going, oh yeah. But, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're out.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I really
Take it
didn't
easy
even know he
again.
would. Yeah. Oh.
I'd be like, finally, you have reached my range. As I pull out my other weapon and drop my bow on the ground.
All right.
15 on the first attack.
That hits.
17 on the second attack.
That hits.
Third attack is a 13, though.
Because of your previous lightning damage, that hits.
Woo! All right. Things are about to get fucky. Okay, so there's nobody within 5 feet
Get
of him.
weird, man.
There's no way within 5 feet of him, so that doesn't happen.
You are.
Enemies, you know. So he's going to take the weapon damage, 2d6s of lightning damage, a d8 of bleeding damage,
Doesn't the bleeding damage only happen on his turn?
oh wait, not, I meant from being damaged, not bleeding damage. Because I have the Colossus Slayer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I gotta roll some shit.
That's why you've been targeting the big one the whole time. Like, oh, I'm made for this.
Okay, first, that is 12 lightning damage. $28 damage. You hear me?
Yeah, I'm still doing. I'm
Okay.
waiting for you to say more.
I was to say, yeah, it got quiet too. I was like, did I disconnect?
So it was,
Yeah, did the call drop? What the hell?
So it was 12 lightning, 28 slashing damage, and then on his turn, he takes a d4 of necrotic damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's still looking pretty good.
And then I action surge. I'm fine.
All right, everything for you?
Yeah, for right now.
All right, Manju. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Magic missile at 4th level on the big guy.
All right.
What the hell did that?
You just you have to click it however many times
To click as
your
many.
level of it is. Which I think for the level you get 4
Yeah.
or is it 5?
Magic missile, baby.
4 if I'm casting at 4th level, so.
So one more.
Yeah, because you do
Well,
the
isn't
one.
it? It's base 3 and then 1 per every level after, right?
Yes.
And it's a first
Yeah.
level. No.
Yep.
So you should get 3 for first level and then 4 for second, 5 for third, right? 6.
For
Yeah,
six
it should
or
be
four.
6 total.
And they don't miss.
Yep, guaranteed damage. Got the 5.
So that's 2, 4, 7, 12, 14, 7, 19 points of damage.
Very successful attack. Just pew pew, pew 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 pew. That's what I always picture magic missile is just somebody finger gunning at stuff.
I actually imagine Gary him from Skyward Sword, the little
Oh yeah.
red. Yeah, that's magic missile in my mind.
Yeah. Was it cultist cat? Did one where he was like he lights up a bunch of stars and then just sends them all at once.
Nice. So that will end my turn.
All right, Igni.
Okay. Big monster, kind of on my way, not good. I'll tell the Quippers to get just to chew on its legs or whatever they can reach from the water. So one's got a very short way, the other one is within like at least 30 if I'm being generous. So I'll just put them both like, in the corners or something. So you'll have your monster. Technically it should be, I think, like here. Yeah. And have them attack. So that'll be
Alright.
and it's not at full health, right?
Correct.
Like for now, so they also get advantage, which is great. So can't really. I'll just do them singles +5 on the attack. That's the first one. The one on top of this, it's gonna be. Oh, good that we have. So it's an 11 +5 is 16.
That hits.
Nice. So it'll be another. They're still over half.
And then did
Both
the other one get a nat 1?
46. Well, no, they have advantage. I just rolled.
Oh
them.
yeah, technically because they're both
So
swarming
it's
together.
yeah. So, ooh, that's a nice 46. 15 damage for the swarm on top.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna roll the swarm on the bottom. So 2d20s again. 5 or 19. I'll take the 19.
19
+5, yeah. So another 46. 11 for the one on the bottom.
Alright.
They're doing their job now.
Yeah,
Good fishing.
you actually see blood starting to cloud the color of the water now as these fish are just sawing
It's
through it.
bloodfriendly, yeah.
And this cow is also sawing through it.
Nice. Okay, it's all piercing damage in case it counts for anything. Yeah, and then I will kind of, I guess Igni is gonna chicken out a little bit. She doesn't like this big guy. But still wants to do something. So yeah, I'll just get away a little bit more. Just cower is there anything I could kind of crouch behind? I mean, it's desert, but is there anything that
There's
could
some
use
like scrub brush,
a little bit?
maybe a couple of little rocks. You could try and hide
Okay.
inside the riverbed.
She'll try to get a little bit of cover, and if she can, also get away a little bit, just in case. So if there's anything like behind here at all that she could hide, like just to get half cover or something and not be the most visible right now, she'll be fine with that. And before she crouches down, she'll throw another ice knife and try to actually hit something with it.
Alright.
And it'll be,
And you're shooting that
at the big guy,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. And I'll also upcast it to 2nd level. So I'll cast that 2nd level. So that would
10
be
won't hit, but
yeah.
all of them, including Ballad 1 and your fish, have to make a dex save.
Yes, they will. My fish are not that dexterous, but I don't mind. Well, actually, they are. They get it +3. Yeah. So let's just do it like that. For the top one, it's 10. For the bottom one, it's 13. Well, they actually fail.
Froghemoth also fails.
Nice.
I was seeing if I had a spell or something to stop that. I got a 17.
Oh, you succeeded.
Yeah, you
So you actually dodge all the damage.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I
that's
thought it was
13
half.
for Froggy? Nope.
Yeah, it's 13 cold damage to anybody who doesn't save.
So that'd be 13 to yo fishies.
Yes. Taking that. That's still up.
All right, and I believe that's everything for you, unless you got a bonus action you want to do.
Nope, that's it. Just gonna cower down.
All right, Alon.
Okay. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I believe that's
I didn't even realize that dude's still
Bless
alive
you.
up there.
right there. I'm going to give this guy the old pull and poke. See what happens.
Right there's got to be a limit on that thing. They got to fix that because it just saying it can pull anything is ridiculous. This thing is like fucking 9 times bigger than you.
Oh, I did.
Just doink.
Sub-Zero, get over here. Like just
Yeah.
over and over again. I'm
Sub-Zero?
spamming the ability, yeah, for sure.
Scorpion, yo.
You're right. I'm disappointment
He
to
does
me,
save this
my
time.
family, my ancestors.
You
And that's
dishonor
it.
your family.
I have dishonored everyone. That's my turn.
I wonder how I'd say that as a Filipino.
It is now his turn.
Mm-hmm.
How it's phrased.
Yeah.
Probably ask your mom. She could tell you. My mom would tell me.
No, my mom left the Philippines when she was a baby, so.
I'd ask my mom how is it handled in Hungarian. She'd be like, just throw shoe at them.
A 27 to hit you. Wait, it's a disadvantage. Nat 1, okay. It's a 54, so not a bad nat 1.
Reroll the 54. I'm just playing.
Alon. A tongue shoots out, and you have to make a 18 strength save.
That's going to do it. 18th strength save.
Wait, it doesn't have to hit him?
Nope.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
Very nice.
Flex.
Yeah.
I imagine this thing flies
out.
at you and you just smack it out of your way with your sword.
Yeah, you're just like projected. You do with the Matimbe Matumbo.
Give me the old lightsaber. What's up?
All right. That is going to be Nikomo.
Better chill out. I'm going to come in that water.
All right, is
God damn it.
is that good enough for a flank?
Yeah, that's good enough for a flank.
Okay, cool.
It's like completely surrounded by fish and ballads on the other side of it.
Yes. All right. I don't think he's gonna move, but who the hell knows? I'll do
Hey Darth, this is you.
the booming blade. Yeah, do last.
Oh, absolutely. That's me after every pull and poke. Give it a little twist. What's up?
My dice roll, my d20s today just do not like me.
Oh.
A 16. I've been the other game we played earlier today. I was rolling like garbage too. So 16 hit.
Yes, it'll hit.
Oh, cool.
You don't know what rolling garbage is like until you roll nothing but 6s and 8s.
I don't use Roll20, and I really don't use D&D Beyond because I don't like that. That's why I live roll all my stuff. I'm like, no. I've seen too many people roll back-to-back ones.
Yep.
All right.
He
So...
usually uses a dice cam in our other game where he actually has a camera.
Oh, it's on there.
Those dice. Nice.
Yeah, I got it on there. So 5 on the piercing, 10 on the sneak, and 20 on the booming.
Oh shit, are we flanking him now? Am I gonna get some sneak damage? Just add on to the amount of dice that I have to roll.
Yeah.
He is very bloody.
Let's see, that would have been my bonus. That. And he's got the wound.
Oh, is,
Save.
is Anaru gonna finish us again?
It's tradition.
Just beat him to death.
And
Just
that's
come
it.
up and just
That's all I
hold
got.
the tentacle and beat him until he's bloody and done.
Nice.
All right, Banderhob comes running at you, mouth open, Anaru.
Mm-hmm.
Run! Out the gate again.
Arms flailing.
He just all fast.
He just teleports to the beach and dips, then cold ashes off the screen.
He's I'm out.
He's still within sight of you, Manju, but he is now like 30 feet off the side of the screen.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, he's just like. Andrew, it is your turn.
I think you guys are setting me up. I want to move here and do what I can do and just punch him.
Advantage.
Advantage. All right.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Just never below 20.
That's it. That's it. That's the tradition.
Yeah.
Smooth 18.
He's still up, but if you do
All
that
right,
again,
and then
he won't be.
yeah, I'm gonna do it again with my fear blows.
They both hit.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
what do you do to this guy?
of course.
Same thing I just do. I don't think I just run up and start swinging. In the hope that I hit something.
Is he
I
basically
wasn't hitting the
punching him
guy
in his,
earlier,
like,
so
I don't know, like, lower legs somewhere? Because this guy's probably pretty tall.
Yeah, I
No
just
thoughts.
think that
Yeah,
like you
like-
start your punches like in the foot, and then the foot like breaks, and he kind of falls down onto a knee. So you're like, I'm just gonna keep punching it. That breaks, so he
That
falls
is-
down like onto a tentacle, and you're like, "Where's the tentacle now?" Punch that.
It's just no thoughts, just punching.
Why think when you can punch?
Wow. Igni just looks at it and is pretty impressed.
All right, Ballad 1, you're up. There is a Banderhob. He is pretty far away right now. You guys do know that if it gets back to his turn, he can teleport.
Keyword if.
There's a reason he's just away right now.
wait, would I have gotten an opportunity attack if he ran past me?
He ran
He
up to
didn't
you,
run.
teleported past you, then ran more.
Okay, never mind.
All right. So, I suppose we don't want this thing getting away, right?
It's definitely running down the riverbank towards town.
All right. Lightning arrow. Fire at it.
All right.
14.
That does not hit.
All right. So it takes half of 48s. Half of 11.
He's starting to limp now a little bit. He's still going though.
Well, Fire Bunny.
Is it Fire Bunny's turn?
Yeah.
Yep. Take him out.
So
Magic
Fire
missile.
Bunny will whip out his brand new Staff of Dunamancy,
Ooh.
take aim, and let loose with a pulse wave.
All right. So
Constitution save.
Nice.
Oh, are you close enough?
Defeat,
You
yeah.
would have to.
Yeah.
If he used his movement, he could get within range.
Yeah.
That is a whole 9 on his con save. And this guy turns into. Wait, what are you doing? Are you doing pushes, pulls?
Oh, it's just straight up force damage. So just kind of it basically just yeets him just.
You just see he
Tumbling
just
down
like
the riverbed.
he turns, looks as this force wall hits him, and then just pink mist.
Ooh.
Because you did so much more damage past his threshold than he needed to die.
Yeah.
And I just wave, got him! And now I my turn.
Nice.
All right. Well done, you guys. I will say we're gonna have to end here very shortly, but I will let everybody know that during your guys' previous perception check, you did notice what looked to be a path down the cliff, not a path to walk up it, but where a waterfall was falling. It is climbable, but you don't see a way to get on top of that cliff any way other than climbing the cliff. And with that, I want to say thank you everybody for playing. Thank you everybody that's decided to check this out and watch us play. I had a great time running it. And that is where we're going to cut for tonight. As you guys are going to decide whether or not you're going to continue or take a rest or do all your thing. You know you've only been gone for a couple hours, so you still have plenty of nightlight left.
Nice.
And you
Yeah, I
guys
should.
beat a couple of, I will tell you now, they are Semic creations.
Ah, yeah. Nice.
Oh, like the race.
The Simic
Yeah.
hybrids.
The make race, yeah.
Yeah, the scientists that created the Simic hybrids.
Mm.
All right, everybody say goodnight.
Good night.
Thank you very much for running.
Have a good
Night.
night. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Good
Thank you
morning,
very
good
much.
evening, and good night. Thank you guys for watching.